1st of December box, do you do them or do you stay away from them? And what actually is a 1st of December box? Hi, my name is Rachel. I'm a solo mum to one, and on this channel I talk about everything budgeting, frugal, saving, and at the moment everything to do with Christmas. So if you like that kind of thing, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. A 1st of December box is something you give on the very first day of December, obviously, and in there can be a selection of different things that they can enjoy throughout the entire month of December. A lot of people choose to do this now rather than a Christmas Eve box, because when you do a Christmas Eve box, I personally find that my child wasn't really interested in anything in it because he was just too excited for Christmas the next day. Also, I felt by buying him Christmas pajamas and putting them in the Christmas Eve box, he only wore them for 1, maybe 2 nights, because obviously he splits his time between me and his dad. Therefore, I was spending all this money on Christmas pajamas and it ended up being a bit of a waste. So I started looking into it and found some people do a box on the 1st of December where they add all the different stuff they put in a Christmas Eve box so their child or their children can enjoy it throughout the whole month of December. In today's video, I want to share with you 20 different ideas that you could put in a 1st of December box which is not going to break the bank. You do not have to put all 20 of these items into the box. This is just to help you figure out what's in your budget and what you can give to your child, specifically what they would enjoy. So it's just some ideas for you to brainstorm and come up with your 1st of December box. Now, if you have more than one child, doing that for each child is going to be very, very expensive. So there are a few other ideas you can do. You can either do one box that they can all enjoy, maybe put a couple of books in, maybe they each get a mug with some hot chocolate in. So these 20 ideas, let's get started on them. The first one is to bring out your advent calendar and have it as part of your 1st of December box. So whether this is just a generic one you buy from the local shop or whether it's something you put a little bit more money into, it all comes out with the 1st of December box and it can be part of that, and that's going to save you a little bit extra money not buying extra stuff. The second thing is, if you do it, is Elf on the Shelf. Now, I love doing Elf on the Shelf because I love seeing my son wake up in the morning and go in to find the elf and seeing what he's been up to the night before. But I know it can be a right pain in the butt and a lot of parents don't enjoy doing it. But if you do Elf on the Shelf and you and your child both enjoy it, this is a great way of welcoming the elf into your home for the next 24 days with the adoption letter, with the welcome letter and everything else that comes with it. There is another video coming up, I think next week, on Elf on the Shelf and how you do it and different ideas that you can use with things around your house, which isn't going to cost you any extra money. The third thing is to put in some pajamas. Now, again, with everything, you don't have to have it as a Christmas pajama. You could just get some nice winter snuggly pajamas that you could put in this box that they can wear all through the winter. If you do want to add in some Christmas pajamas, it's up to you whether you want to go and buy the ones that are out right now that can be quite costly. I have some Christmas pajamas for my son, and the only reason he has them is because I found them on Facebook Marketplace for £2. So he's got elf pajamas and they only cost me £2. So if you want to find some cheaper, look on Facebook Marketplace, look in your local charity shop, or look on Vinted or Depot or any other secondhand store that is going to save you a little bit of extra money. The fourth one is to put in some socks. Now, this can be bedtime, winter, warm, snuggly socks, or you could just put in some basic Christmas socks if you want to. By doing it on the 1st of December, it means that you get to wear those Christmas socks more than once throughout the month of December rather than just wearing them on Christmas Day. And they're not overly expensive either. You can get them for 79p to £1 in places like Poundland, Home Bargains or B&M, or I'm sure you can pick ones up in places like Target or Walmart or anywhere that is local to you at a discount store. Number 5 is to add in a nice blanket. So you can buy a Christmas blanket or you could just buy a nice snuggly blanket. They're usually around about £5 in B&M. I bought my son an elf one last year, so he's not getting a Christmas blanket this year, and we're just going to bring that out and use that for Christmas this year instead. But having socks, pajamas and a blanket is a nice cozy feel to it if you wanted to add those into your 1st of December box. Number 6 is to add in a soft toy. So at the moment, there's lots of Christmas soft toys around that you can pick up. I personally have picked up an Alf one for my son because he loves the Alf. So it cost me £2.49 in Home Bargains. So I picked that up for him. But if you didn't want to pick up a Christmas one, go to a local charity shop or have a look online and see if anyone is donating or giving away some free cuddly toys. Again, they're not overly expensive either in the bargain stores. Number 7 is to put a book in. Now, I like to put in a Christmas book that we read every night before bed from the 1st of December. Otherwise, you can just go and buy some selection of books from charity shops. You can get some books from The Works. I think they do 10 for £10. I'll link it in the description box below. Or if you have someone who absolutely loves reading, maybe you can get them a bit of a thicker book, which they can read between the 1st of December and Christmas Day. Number 8 is a Christmas ornament to put on the Christmas tree. I have been getting my son a Christmas ornament from his very first Christmas, and I plan to get him one every single year. So when he gets his own family, his own home, and he puts up a Christmas tree, he's got all these Christmas decorations that he's had from when he was born all the way up to the age that he will be. And it's just those memories that will come back for him. You can take them into the shop and you can pick one out themselves, or you can just pick one that you think they may like. Number 9 is a Christmas mug. So depending on how old your child is that you're doing this for, maybe you want to get a little tiny baby mug, or you want to get something a little bit bigger. But having a Christmas mug in the 1st of December box, and who doesn't love a novelty Christmas mug if you are a Christmas person? Number 10 is a Christmas plate and bowl, especially for little tiny children, so they can have their dinners or their snacks or their breakfast every morning on the Christmas plate and a Christmas bowl. My son has it and he absolutely loves it. I don't put it in his 1st of December box because we've already got them, so I'm not going to spend extra money. But if you don't have a Christmas plate or a Christmas bowl or a Christmas cup to have their water or their juice in, then maybe that is something that you can put in their 1st of December box this year. Number 11 is to get some hot chocolate. So you could get a hot chocolate packet, or you can get a hot chocolate cone with the reindeer in and the marshmallows. You can do whatever you wanted to. You could even just get a hot chocolate stirrer with some mini marshmallows and maybe a hot chocolate topper to put on the top as well. But I don't feel that it's a Christmas Eve box or a 1st of December box if you haven't got a hot chocolate in there somewhere. Number 12 is to add in treats and snacks. So maybe a few of their favourite sweets or their favourite chocolate. I will be going to Poundland for my sons to get a selection of Alf treats, because in Poundland they do a lot of Alf chocolates and jelly beans and candy floss. So I'll be putting a few of those in his 1st of December box. Or you could get some bags that you can share as a family and maybe even put some popcorn in as well. Number 13 is to get your letter to Santa kit. So these are not expensive in the shop. I think they're around about £1 in places like Home Bargains and Poundland, where they have their letter to Santa kit, so they can start writing their Christmas letter to Santa, and it gives you a bit of a heads up as well. Number 14 is to get some kind of craft. There's lots of different craft kits at the moment in all different shops. So if your child loves crafts, loves painting or gluing or sticking or anything like that, then maybe go into a shop and buy in some kind of Christmas craft for them to do throughout the month of December. Number 15 is to buy a game. So you can buy a big game for the family, you could buy a little travel game, but there are also lots of different Christmas games out and about at the moment as well, from little Alf games to little water games. There's all different things that you can buy, but putting a little game in will give them something to do or something to play with their siblings, especially if you have more than one and you're getting each one a box. Then maybe put a different game in each box, and then they can entertain themselves and give you a little bit of peace and quiet. Number 16 is to get a puzzle. This can be a 100-piece puzzle, a 500-piece puzzle, or a 1,000-piece puzzle. At the moment, they are doing some little Alf jigsaw puzzles in places like Asda or Home Bargains or Poundland that you could also put in the 1st of December box, so they can do a puzzle over the next couple of days. Number 17 is to get a colouring book and crayons. Again, you can have any kind of colouring book or a Christmas colouring book. If you can't find one that you like, something that I do quite often is I will go onto Facebook and I'll search some colouring pages. I'll save them to my phone and then I'll print them out using my own printer. And then I've got a selection of different colouring pages in case I go wrong, because I love to colour, or my son does it and he messes it up by accident. I can always go and print another one out. But if you didn't want to do that, you could just go to Home Bargains, to B&M and buy one for like 79p. Number 18 is a DVD. So if you still have a DVD player and you still sometimes watch DVDs, buying a Christmas DVD or a regular DVD of any kind, maybe go to a charity shop because they're very, very cheap in there, and getting a DVD for your child to watch. If you don't own a DVD player, you could make up a little movie voucher, like a little theatre stub or something. You can get them online. You could just print them out if you wanted to. And they have this movie voucher to watch any movie they want whenever they want to. Number 19 is to get a cookie kit or a gingerbread house kit. They're not overly expensive anymore. I saw some in B&M. I saw a gingerbread house one for £3 to £5, somewhere between there, depending on the size you want. And I also found some Alf making cookies as well, and they were only £1 for that. So if you have someone who loves baking, maybe you could get them a gingerbread house kit to put together, or you could get them a cookie making kit as well. And the final one, number 20, is a Christmas bucket list. So putting on there a load of different things that you are planning to do over the festive period, like going to see Santa, going to see your local town's lights get switched on, going around the neighbourhood to have a look at the neighbours' lights, baking cookies, having a family movie night, lots of different things that you can do. So giving them a bucket list of things that you plan on doing throughout the month of December that they can tick off as they go is something else that you could put in your 1st of December box, and it really won't cost you any money at all. That is my 20 different ideas that you could put in a 1st of December box. If you have any more, then do let us know in the comment box below so we can learn from one another. You don't have to do a 1st of December box if you don't want to. You can just buy them a mug or hot chocolate or whatever you want to do, or don't do anything at all. It is your choice. But these are just some ideas that you could put in the box. You don't have to put all 20 in the box. It doesn't have to be a big thing. It's just be a very small little token just to get them excited for Christmas. Now, in the next couple of videos, I will be talking about Alf on the Shelf, and I'm going to be talking about Christmas Eve box if you're still deciding to do a Christmas Eve box, or as well as a 1st of December box. If you liked today's video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you found value in it and you think it might help someone else, then don't forget to share it with them either. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos from me. I hope whenever you're watching this, you're having a good morning, good day, or good evening, and I will see you on the next one. Bye guys.